Hi all, this is Jan of the Jan Files. Don't forget to subscribe. And I am going to go, it shouldn't take that long, but I'm going back to the big beautiful bill today to talk about the termination of Green New Deal subsidies. And they were actually in the IRA Act of 2022, which was the Inflation Reduction Act. Now, the purposes of these are tax credits that were terminated. I don't know exactly what would motivate them to do this, because it's not doing anything other than harming taxpayers, as well as programs within states that have been implemented to help reduce climate change, reduce fossil fuels, et cetera, et cetera. So this is just another piece of the puzzle of them going after all the efforts that have been made and put into policies to help us deal with climate change. These are very specifically tax credits, and a good portion of them, are specifically for individual taxpayers. And those are, if you would get a tax credit for a previously owned clean vehicle. So that would mean EVs. So you'd get a $4,000 tax credit for used EVs. The second one is for buying a brand new EV car, $7,500. You were getting a tax credit. Remember, tax credit. You weren't just given a check. You were given a credit in both these instances. So now it also applied to commercial vehicles. So if companies went and bought electric vehicles, fuel cell vehicles, they could get as much as 30% tax credit. Okay. Also, the same thing for refueling stations that are, again, addressing the need to deal with electric vehicles as well as hydrogen. I can't say that word, sorry. Hydrogen refueling stations. And then they went to homes. So you used to get a tax credit if you implemented new upgrades that were energy efficient. Energy, what's the word? Energy, well, I can't remember now. But anyway, energy efficient. You know, when you go and you buy your washing machine and you see that yellow tag that says this is energy efficient, those things. There are no more tax credits for those, okay? And it used to be a 30% tax credit for what you spent on upgrading your home. Gone, okay? Same thing for if you went to get solar panels or geothermal or battery storage, 30% tax credit to the taxpayer, okay? Gone, gone. And the same thing with if you're building with, Energy Star, shoot, that's what it was called, sorry. If you're in the construction business and building things that are more energy efficient, that's gone. That 30% tax credit gone. And same thing for states. They were getting a production credit for, dealing nuclear power plants, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, I don't need to go through the individual lists anymore, but this is, quote, termination of the new Green Deal. Who does this benefit? It doesn't benefit the taxpayer, for sure. We know that. So who does it benefit? Who does cutting all of these regulations back that are tax credits, right? That were, as well as all the regulations they rolled over and cut prior to this this particular conversation that I've talked about. Who does this benefit? It's not saving anybody money, right? It's not saving the American taxpayers money. It's got nothing to do with the ballooning budget now that they are, I think it's 2 trillion, don't quote me, but their budget now, this has left us with an additional $2 trillion deficit, okay? So there is no savings here. This is just an attempt to support the corporations that are still involved and wanting to support fossil fuels. Okay, those that want to continue to drill for gas and oil and mine for coal, destroying the planet while and they don't care. Okay, as I said before, I believe they all think it's a hoax and it's no big deal. So they don't care. They're just trying to make sure their buddies, the lobbyists who want to drill, baby drill, get what they want and get more profits and buy more big mansions. That's what this is all about. There's nothing here that is actually good for the American taxpayer. It's actually bad, and it's bad for the planet. But hey, it's not bad for those big boys that are running those corporations. So folks, stay focused, stay aware, get the facts, share them. Please share them. That's the whole purpose of why I'm doing this, is because even if I, give you some basics, you can go look it up, you can verify it. Trust me, I have worked really hard to verify it, not to say I won't make mistakes, but you need to talk about this. This can't just be me talking about it. You need to tell people about, okay, even those Elon Musk fans, he's not happy about this. I can tell you that, so who's happy about it? I think that's what you need to ask throughout all of this. Who is this benefiting? Not Americans, except for a very, very small percent. So stay tuned. I'm probably going to make another video today, totally different, about education. But anyway, stay tuned, spread the word. Thanks, subscribe. Bye.